Hello, hello, Mild. Bleh. Bleh, 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 bleh. That's very relatable. I've had this problem recently of me not falling asleep until at least 2 in the morning, and it starting as a habit because I wanted to text with friends who are up that late. And while I still do have like a few friends who are up that late and I want to text with, uh, it's like it's key it's the main ones that I wanted to in the past just don't talk to me anymore. So like if I want to have a normal sleep schedule, I could just start going to sleep early. And I haven't done that yet. So sometimes it does just feel like I'm sitting around and doing nothing. M- Mild. Mild. Hold on. When I'm talking about staying up late, I'm talking about staying until 3 in the morning. Sometimes, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Um, are you saying you're going to sleep at 8 in the morning? Cuz I guess that isn't that late. That is very early. I need some more water. Oh, I'm pretty low on water. Maybe I should like take a half a break point in the middle of the stream and get some more water. It's 4:30. Okay. That's good context. Thank you. Right. I'm starting this stream at like decent time, not absurd time. Hi Beastie. One thing that I used to track like as okay, am I starting this stream early or late? Um there is this app which lets your viewers like order food for you. And I went through the process of setting that up and I realized, oh, right, everything closes at 11 p.m. And so it's always a question of like, am I starting my stream before or after everything has closed? And I guess it's half an hour until they close. So that's pretty cool. I guess it's early. Who I'm looking over and seeing people making silly jokes. And I don't need to read that. Hello. I mean, I guess I still have 3 minutes until advertisements start. I still need to figure out how the hecky do I make more things happen with the VTuber? How can I make more channel point redeems? I'm half tempted to uh send a message over to Abby. However, Abby uses actual face tracking software, which is not a thing I use. My character just wiggles based on voice. Oh right, I do have a new album that I need to listen to and maybe add more tracks to the music. I'm usually not very interested in hold a conversation with. Excuse. No. Okay. Yeah. The way I read it, I was like, you're talking yourself down. You're being mean to my friend. Noelle, don't do that. Don't be mean to my friend. You are great to have a conversation with. Um the trouble that I have is like I can't start a conversation. I can't start a conversation. Like I have gotten into some like a few it's really good and it's like backwards and I'm like how did we get here? Hold on, can I do that again? Can I talk to more friends about spiritual and philosophical things? Except I don't start conversations. I don't know how I get there. I also do not know much about most topics. I know a lot about a few topics. And then like a medium amount about a lot of topics. And then I would say most topics I know nothing about. Okay, advertisements are going to start in a second. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, I forgot that they just. Okay, what is this song actually? I'm not. I can identify this song. I can't tell you what the name of it is. I love sampling. Okay, there we go. Starting conversation is easy. You send someone a message composed in the most confusing way possible. I love this take. I am going to steal this for the future. I am going to send you a message in the most confusing way possible in the near future, Noel. Oh, goodness. Weh. 24 hours. There's lyrics to this mashup, this song, 24 hours. And I just like have none of them in my head beyond 24 hours, of course. No chicory. I want another song. Give me a bop. That's not a bop. All right, this works. The other thing is like I can have a conversation with someone in text over the internet one on one, and I feel pretty confident about that. I can have a conversation with someone face to face, one on one in person, and I feel a little less confident in that. But I that's fine. I can still do that. Um, Conversation in a group in person, I cannot do. I no, I'm not being part of that. I'm just standing around until somebody calls on me. Um, and group conversation digitally via text and stuff. Also no, also not happening. I just will not speak. And that is why I am in community servers and do not say anything in them. Shout outs to the Fatals. All right, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's time to talk about Blood on the Clock Tower. Everybody's favorite social deduction game. Favorite party game, top 100 board games of all time. We're talking about Blood on the Clock Tower. Um, and here's a fun statistic. Um, I started. I think it was like the fifth or the like sixth stream of me like start doing my month of just streaming in December, uh where I started writing scripts. And since then I have written this music is too loud and too weird. I have written 28 scripts on stream as part of this. Here's the list. Here's the list of them. Oh, I'm covering it. Oh gosh darn it. Is that better? There we go. Ellie's out of the way. Here's the list of the scripts. Um I went through the list of the scripts. Um he became a typewriter, goddamn 28. I don't know. I like writing stuff. I like making stuff. I went through them all. I wrote out all the characters for them. And I picked like a handful that I were like, okay, these seem good. They seem promising. They seem like they got some freaking potential. And then I asked the people on my Discord, which ones should I talk about? So we're gonna talk about, hey, this one, this one with the funny name that's very cute. This is Cuddles, parentheses mild. Um, this is a script we wrote 3 weeks ago. Um, I want to say this was during one beautiful interaction stream where afterwards I was like, all right, I have an idea for the hermit. I have an idea for this lovely character. I can't pull it up on screen. Shoot. Whatever. I'll do it anyway. It's gonna break the. There we go. There's the hermit. Nobody pet Ellie for a second because it won't work. Anyway, Hermit was released last month, and I was like, all right, let's make a script with Hermit and Golem and all this. And I was pretty happy with this concept. Honestly, this is a script that like at first glance I don't really see what exactly I want to improve with it. I feel like I still need the Yag babble down here because I guess it doesn't need to be bluffable. But here's a few things. This is how what the thing for tonight, the actual concept for tonight is that I'm gonna go through these scripts and I'm gonna revise them. We're gonna work on them a bit because I just write scripts. I just write a whole freaking pile of scripts. Whoa. But I don't really go through and revise them. Like what you should do is you should play some games of Blood on the Clock Tower in a script and get feedback from your players. Um and in the process of running the game, you'll probably discover some bumps along the way. Um I'm not going to do that. Who's pinging me? Somebody wants to play Clock Tower right now? How dare. I'm not doing that. No, playing Blood on the Clock Tower? Nah, we're talking about Blood on the Clock Tower. And the way I'm going to do it is by pretending I'm playing Blood on the Clock Tower. Um the way I like to, maybe it's not the same as practice, like getting feedback from players, but what I do like to do is just like sort of just fill out a grim, just like pass out some tokens to people and see how it goes. Role playing, sort of. I always try and do random. I of course set it up properly. One of these players is the marionette. What do we have? We have Tinker and Hatter on this game. We have an Undertaker. The Widow's probably going to want to poison them. Ooh, we have a Mathematician too. This is a really interesting combination. The Empath is going to get a 1 on the Widow. Role-playing, playing. Best of luck, Beastie. I hope you enjoy your games. I do not have the mental wherewithal to join public lobbies. What am I more scared of? I think Noble can give better misinformation here. The Empath can get some like very strange info, either thinking like, "Oh, I'm surrounded by evil team," or no, that's about it. This is pretty light on poison. I mean, it could be that they were the poisoned one. The Mathematician is kind of rough here. Wow, the Mathematician's pretty strong. The Mathematician picks up on the Widow's poison. It could pick up on a Recluse. Blech. And that's about it. That's it. Ooh, wow. Okay, Mathematician is going on the chopping block. Excuse me, real quick. Mathematician, strong. All right. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Anything else going on in this circle? Not especially. What is the monk doing? The monk is protecting players, of course, from kills. That's about it. It's like another reason for no night deaths other than Fool. Monk also kind of strong. This is a script where I'm like, does this script need no night deaths? Did you see any OG the games early with Seat 7? I saw the World Cup game that was going on earlier today. Um and honestly, both of the games were kind of lackluster. Both of the live stream games. Okay, I don't know. Noble can give out some poisoned info. Something like, what was Mild's joke? Oh, public blobbies. It was very cute. Hmm. I feel okay. This is one thing that I don't like, but I feel like I gotta keep most of the time. In a game with a widow, the widow will send out a call to a player and be like, "Hey, there's a widow in this game. One good player knows that there's somebody who's able to just see every character in the game." Um, the problem is the Undertaker is like constantly under fire. Like, oh, if there's somebody who knows everybody's character, it's got to be you. And that's just a feels bad. I could do a very silly and probably bad thing here. One thing that can be done with this. Oh no, this is really bad. This is a thing I should not do. But legally, I can say that the Hatter here, an outsider, knows that the Widow is in play. If the Fangu were to target the Hatter would become the new demon. And now there is no longer a good player in play that knows that the Widow is in play. So somebody else needs to learn. And technically, with that, you could say, "Oh, we were in a role swap. I was the true Hatter or something," and they just swapped. They just swapped. They just did a Hatter swap because that's the only other reason why a Widow Ping would go out mid game is a Hatter swap. But that draws too much suspicion on the new demon. Okay, so I'm thinking pretty low on poison here. This script is pretty low on poison. And it's got a mathematician, which is too strong for tracking that down. Um, here's another thing, which I feel bad saying this. I don't think a tinker is needed here. Like the tinker is just what is the tinker doing? I guess faking a golem, faking a yagababble. I like the opportunity of a Yagababble or their minion. Okay. I like the opportunity of a Yagababble or their minion bluffing Golem as being the character that causes a day during the death. A day during the death, a death during the day. Words. Um, but one of the tricky combinations here is Scarlet Woman and Yagababble because why is this not letting me fill the screen? Whatever. Um, because Yagababble has to get their phrase on the first night and then say it on following nights. That's how the Yagababble kills, by verbally saying a phrase. Which makes it a bit tricky because the Scarlet Woman causes a night of no deaths if they're in the Yagababble. Oh, okay, that's the other reason for the monk. Huh. Okay. I hate it a little less now. Okay, another thing to look at with this is that there are some lovely creators online that have made things like a script checker. This script can have multiple night deaths. Wait, what? How? Tinker. And technically Harpy. Yeah, I think that's it. This script can have failed executions. Only one character could cause the failed executions, and they're on the good team. Yeah, that's the Fool. That's intentional. If the Fool wants to confirm themselves by losing a life, do it. Loud minion announcements mid-game can confirm a character that changes in-play roles or a preacher. So, the Widow showing up mid-game confirms there's a Hatter in play. Or, I guess, this obscure uh uh this corner case of rules of the Widow being learned by an outsider that gets Fangu hopped. But don't do that. That's kind of bad. Maybe I need to write around that. Maybe I need to remove the Widow or something. All right, this is the Blood in the Clock Tower script interactions tool. This goes through each pair of characters and just says, "Hey, do they work well together? Do they not?" Marionette and mathematician. The marionette doesn't trigger for the mathematician. Yeah, that's not a warning. That's just how that works. Confirming characters on interesting. Oh, Dreamer picks someone, learns Marionette, picks their neighbor, learns a demon. Kind of rough, kind of bad. Oh, right. I mean, Widow can be seen. A Dreamer can pick a player and learn Widow if the Widow poisoned themselves. However, this script is so low poison that I don't expect that to happen much. Okay, I think I need another source of poisoning. That's what's up. Blech. Additional deaths makes the Oracle's job harder. Great, good. Oh, Undertaker Marionette is the worst interaction. I think Dreamer, like, you have control over that as a storyteller. A bit more, at least. You can bluff that someone's a marionette somewhere. But Undertaker, that's harder to deal with. I remember seeing a game recently of the Undertaker waking up during the middle of the night and being like, I'm ready to learn who died." And just being like, they died by the harpy. They didn't get executed. You don't learn anything. And oof, I do love that. Oh yeah, Seamstress Golem is a bad combo. I have to wrong tab. Um, okay. This is why I'm reading these things. This is why I'm checking. No, don't do that. Right. Maybe Farmer should be swapped out for something else. Because I still like Demon's Bane characters. It's just Farmer doesn't work well with a Widow. Demon's Bane in general don't work well. But I could pick another one. Oh yeah. Fool Yagababble is a nasty combo. ST don't Storyteller don't like kill the fool unless they're the only one being targeted that night. Tinker, Hermit. Yeah, I'm removing Tinker. I love the Tinker. I don't think it works on this script well. Hatter plus Hermit. Yeah, it is dangerous. That's why I'm doing it. Hatter plus Widow. Widowpin can confirm the Hatter. Yeah, that is a rough one. Hatter plus Yagababble. Yagababble targets shown by the ST. If the demon changes to the Yagababble, no death will happen tonight. Yep, that's fine. Widow plus Fangu. If the player learns, becomes evil. Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. Widow plus Fangu. Ooh. Oh, wrong tab. This was a bit trickier than I thought. Okay. I want to identify some problems. Here because the star of the script here, the start of the script is the Golem and the Fangu, I think. Star. Zero emoji found. What? It cannot find the star emoji for me. That's messed up. There we go. I think Golem needs to stay. Fangu needs to stay. Those are the pillars. This combo in particular. Actually, wait. Seamstress is okay because if it Seamstress is okay with a Golem in the case that it's actually the Hermit. Because if I'm keeping the Recluse, like doesn't matter that they're the Golem. They might register as evil. Honestly, I kind of like that. Okay, I think I need to get rid of the Harpy here. I was like trying to look through these minions. What is what am I keeping? What is important to this? I think Marionette what is the soul of the script and what can be moved out? I think Harpy can be moved for more poison or um something else. I don't know. Farmer, I want to swap out for a different Demon's Bane. There's a juggler here. What are you doing, juggler? Oh, mathematician is freaking out of here. Mathematician's gone. Mathematician's too strong. Um, Empath is worry. There's a lot of worrying things um with a marionette on the script. I think that's a better start. I think this is a good. Hello, Zoe. Good evening. I think let me update this script page to reflect the things I'm removing. What else did I remove? I feel like I removed more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 3, 3. There's one left. Empath. Empath is what I get rid of. Okay. I need more poison. I need more misinfo here. Wait a minute. I removed all the base game. Boffin doesn't do that despite looking like a vial of poison. The options here are Poisoner, Zon. That's it. Maybe Spy. This song is too much. Goodness gracious. I'm realizing I may not have the energy tonight. A wizard could be a poisoner. No. Mastermind doesn't work. Mastermind does not work. Don't try. Boy. I think probably just a poisoner. Now I look at Poisoner, Widow, Marionette, and I think that's too much poison. Bleh. Maybe the minion isn't the place to put the poison. The other option is Puka or Vigor Mortis or Vortox. How does Vortox work with this crew? Fortune Teller can figure it out. Dreamer hates it. Dreamer can figure it out. Oh, there's also Leech. But Leech is static poison, and I really want mobile poison here. I might put a Puka on here, honestly. No, I have a Monk. Puka and Monk are hard countered. Bleh. Vigor Mortis is a pretty great one. Vigor Mortis is especially good if I'm keeping this outsider suite of like the Hermit that can register as a minion. Boy. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna stop here. I am feeling quite warm right now. And also, my brain is not concentrating enough to both A, script write, and be entertaining. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Um, go check out Games Done Quick or something. I don't know. What's going on tonight? Um.